So there's a story here from Malawi, and it really pisses me off, and it should piss you off too. So apparently, the Malawi Law Society put out a public notice a few days ago. It was in the newspaper, saying that a few lawyers have been suspended because they embezzled money from their clients. So some of the names that they put in the notice here are Mr. Richie Katsichi of Kalu and Company, embezzlement of client funds contrary to Section 38 of the Legal Education and the Legal Practitioners Act. Fine and good. Mr. Nicelim Sawyer and Mr. Maxwell Tembo. What doesn't sit well with me is the fact that these people are not in custody, the fact that these people are not criminally liable. So this profession, these lawyers of Malawi Law Society, or whoever this body is, they sit down, they have evidence, obviously. One of our own has embezzled money from a client. What we're going to do is suspend him for 2 years. Most of the sentences here are suspension for 2 years, suspension for 2 years. After 2 years, they can come back and continue doing their job. Now imagine you and me. Imagine being a father. Your son goes out there, beats somebody up. The police come knocking on your door. We need your son. He's beating someone up. And you're like, oh, I know. We have reviewed the case. Now he's not going to have dinner. We've revoked his pocket money privileges, and we've taken the phone away from him. So you can go now. You can go now. It has got the same vibe with this thing. The lawyers, if they did embezzle funds, shouldn't these cases be referred to the police? Here they say it's contrary to the Legal Act and the Legal Education Act. Why do they have their own acts when this is contrary to the penal code? There are sections in the penal code that don't allow you to steal or take somebody's money using trickery. This should be theft by trick, theft by servant, or fraud or something like that. So I'm really not happy looking at this thing. It's like there are two layers of justice. Imagine what the judges say in the courts when someone steals a chicken or a bicycle. They will go after them how to say, we want to set an example, so we are giving you 12 years or 7 years in prison for stealing a bike. Okay, who is a better person to set an example to an issue than a lawyer? So let me say this outright, full disclosure. In around 2008, I went to Chancellor College and sat for the exam that was supposed to enroll me into the course to become a lawyer, but I did fail that exam. So, however, I don't harbor any animosity towards lawyers. Some of my family members are lawyers. Some of the best people I know, the funniest people, cool people I know, are lawyers. These people work hard to go to that university, to go into that program. You have to be one of the best in your class. So, if we want to set an example saying that taking other people's money is not good, the best place to start is someone as high in status as a lawyer, and make him an example to say, look, here is a guy. He spent so many years, he read so many books to qualify to do his job. What does he do? He embezzles money from a client. They use the word embezzle, trying to obfuscate what's really happening. He embezzles money from a client. So what we're going to do is bar him from ever practicing again forever, and then we're gonna send the police after him. This guy is dangerous, and we don't want him near any people any longer. Why can't they do this? Why can't they do this? And this is what I wanted to highlight, to say it's not right. It's not on. It's not just. The lawyers of Malawi Law Society, I don't know what act this is. And the police, if they see this, I mean, the police look at the social media and they see some people, there was this guy who was riding a bike with like 4 children on there. They went after him hard, and there were some guys who were playing with money, and they went and arrested them. The police have seen this public notice, and it's in print, and this means that the Malawi Law Society itself has evidence that some lawyers took money that was not supposed to be taken. Okay, now can we go after them? Can we open a criminal case so that we prosecute them? So that in the interest of justice, everyone has their day in court, not a disciplinary community as these people put it. So this really pisses me off. This pisses me off. What was that about? What was that about? Just dimming on me like that. Anyway, let's do